Shalom, Akim. Back again, prophesizing the return of the Most High, Yahweh the Father, and Yahweh Shai the Son. You all ignorantly call him Jesus, but his true and Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. Coming at you with another lesson. Before we get started, we're gonna give all praise and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rekah Kadash Barakatah. Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone. Honors to the hopeful elect. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical and true Hebrews of the Bible. Salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. The speckled bird, and all those whose lineage goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. A healthy shalom to you. Good and bad. That's like oil and water. The two, they don't mix. Good and bad. The righteous can't walk with the wicked. And the scriptures, they tell us that there's no way. Good and bad, that's like oil and water. I know you heard the saying, they different as night and day. Well, that's right. The good and the bad, there is no comparison. Good is good and bad is bad. You can't compare the two. And the scriptures, they talk about this through the whole book, okay? I know two brothers, one good and one bad. Now, the bad brother, and he hung out, the wicked ass crew that he hung out with, okay, they stuck up a big time drug dealer. And they pulled it off. They did it. They pulled it off. They got away with it. But it came with a very high price, okay? In fact, one could ask himself if they got away at all. Behind every reaction, there's a chain reaction. Even though they got away, there were dire consequences, dire repercussions. Two of them, the police caught them, okay? The police caught them. Maybe the best thing that could have happened to them. That probably was the best thing that could have happened to them. Who knows? With the money this guy who they stuck up had, you know what I'm saying? You don't know if he, got him hit in the penitentiary or not. So, well, another one, they caught him, kicked his dough in at his mother's house and killed his mother, killed his little 12-year-old brother, and killed his ass too. And Salakia, yep, killed him too. Heavy judgment, okay? Heavy judgment. The one with the good brother, he got away, left town, hasn't been seen again, hasn't been heard from till this very day. But they grabbed his brother, okay? They called themselves beating him till he told where the bad brother was. But he didn't know. He didn't know where the bad brother was. They end up beating him to death, man. They beat him till they killed him for something his wicked ass brother did. It's a true story. But that's enough of that. Let's bring out some of these precepts right now, okay? Give me that Amos 3:3. Amos 3:3, and it reads, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" Can two walk together if they're not in agreement? No, they can't, because there's going to be conflict all the time. There's going to be argument all the time. That's just like I said at the title of my lesson, good and bad. It's just like oil and water. The two don't mix, okay? So two can't walk together unless they're in agreement, okay? I'll give you another precept on that one right there. Let's go to James. Let's go to James, and we're going to go to James, and we're going to go to James 3:11. James 3:11, okay? And it reads, "Doeth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter water?" Okay, can a fountain draw sweet water and bitter water at the same time? No, it can't. Okay, that's just like two. Can they walk together unless they be in agreement? They can't. You know what I'm saying? A fountain can't bring forth sweet water and bitter water at the same time. Two people who not in unison, they can't walk together because there's going to be conflict, okay? There's going to be arguments. There's going to be disagreement all the time. That's just like the title of this lesson, good and bad. They different as oil and water. The two don't mix. They different as night and day, okay? Let me give you another precept. Let's go to Proverbs. We're going to go to Proverbs. Okay, we're going to go to Proverbs, and we're going to go to Proverbs 11. Proverbs 11 and 21. Okay, though hand join in hand. Okay, it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. It says, though hand join in hand. Okay, you can't have good without bad. You can't have night without day. It say, okay, see what I'm saying? Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Okay, the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Okay, but that wicked man, he's going to get punished. Okay, let me give you another precept so you can get a better clarification. We're going to stay in Proverbs, but we're going to go to Proverbs 4. Okay, Proverbs 4 and 14. And Proverbs 4 and 14, it reads, enter not into the path of the wicked. It says, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. It says, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away. Okay, so that's clearly telling you, man, good, cannot go with bad, and bad can definitely not go with good. Okay, Proverbs 4 and 14 says, enter not in the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. It says, avoid it, pass by it, turn from it and pass away. It says, flee from evil, man. You don't want to have nothing to do with it. Good and bad, it's like oil and water, okay? I'll give you one more precept and close the lesson up. I said this was going to be a quick lesson. Lord willing, it's edifying. Give me that Ephesians. Before I wrap this up, give me Ephesians. And we're going to go to Ephesians 5. And I want to pick it up at 5. We'll go to 9, 5 and 9. And it reads, For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. Ephesians 5 and 9 reads, For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. Ephesians 9 and 10 says, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Okay, it's saying right there, the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and all righteousness and all truth, which Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai loves. He loves righteous people. He loves fruitful people. He loves truthful people. He hates a liar. He hates a thief, okay? He don't want to be around no wicked people, okay? No wicked people. And when you drop down to 10, it says, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord. And that's what's acceptable unto Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. All right, when you drop down to 11, it reads, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them, rebuke them, get away from them, flee from them, okay? Have no dealings with unfruitful people. Have no dealings with wicked people. Have no dealings with evil people. It says, depart from them, rebuke them, reprove them, get away from them, okay? That's pretty much all I have right now, but good and bad, that's just like oil and water. The two just don't mix. I hope the lesson was edifying. In closing, I'd like to say Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash Barakatha. Double honors Shalom, Shalom, Ababa Bo, Salakia, Shalom, Ababa Bo, Akim.